Welcome to this introduction on quartiles, a fundamental concept in statistics. Today, we will learn how to divide data into 4 equal parts to better understand its distribution. To understand quartiles, think of the word quarter. Quartiles are specific values that split a dataset into 4 equal sections. Just like you need 3 cuts to slice a cake into 4 equal pieces, statistical quartiles use 3 points to divide your data. There are 3 main quartiles we focus on. Q1 is the lower quartile, representing the 25th percentile. Q2 is the median, representing the 50th percentile. And Q3 is the upper quartile, representing the 75th percentile. Let's start with the middle one, Q2, which you likely already know as the median. This value sits right in the center of your sorted data. 50% of the values are smaller than the median, and 50% are larger. Next is Q1, or the lower quartile. You can think of this as the median of the lower half of the data. It marks the boundary where 25% of the lowest values sit below it. Similarly, Q3, or the upper quartile, is the median of the upper half of the data. It marks the point where 75% of the data is below it, leaving only the top 25% above. Let's look at a quick example. First, always order your numbers from least to greatest. Then, find the median, which is 8. Once you have the median, split the data into a lower half and an upper half to find Q1, which is 5, and Q3, which is 14. A very useful measure derived from quartiles is the Interquartile Range, or IQR. By subtracting Q1 from Q3, you find the range of the middle 50% of your data. This is great for understanding the spread without being affected by extreme outliers. We visualize all these numbers using a box and whisker plot. The box represents the interquartile range, stretching from Q1 to Q3, with a line inside for the median. The whiskers extend out to the minimum and maximum values. To recap, quartiles split data into 4 parts. Q1 is the 25th percentile, the median is the 50th, and Q3 is the 75th. The distance between Q1 and Q3 gives us the interquartile range. Understanding these helps you analyze data spread effectively.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.